you all are doing well. Welcome back to my channel Code Fusion Hub. So here I am back with another video of solving SQL Leetcode problems on a consistent daily basis. Okay, and also you have already understand all the previous problems too. In case you have missed any, then I'll provide you the link in the description box as well. So you can check it out from there too. Make sure you have subscribed to my channel so that you never miss any update from my whole series or the playlist that we are performing upon. Make sure you practice a lot upon these problems that we are solving and are consistent upon those. So for our today's lecture, we'll be looking into another problem. Okay, so for today's lecture, we are going to take the problem number 1587. So just search for this problem and just go upon this problem. We'll find a solution for the same. Okay. So the problem here states about bank account summary. Okay. So we have to get a bank account summary over in this problem. So first of all, let's read on the question properly. So we have a table which is named as user, okay, which has columns account and name. Account here is the primary key. So all the distinct values are present. And each row of this table contains the account number of each user, and there will be no two users having the same name in the table. Okay, we have account numbers of the user and also the name, so no two users would be having the same name in the table. Okay, and next on second table, when we go, we see the transactions table, okay, which has the columns as transaction ID, the account, the amount, and the amount the transaction was done on. Okay, so these are all int because all the values are numeric over here. Transacted on is going to be the date format because we are going to mention the date on which the transaction had happened. Okay, so the transaction ID here is again the primary key, and each row contains all the changes that are made into the accounts, if positive, if the value is received, and if it's negative, if the amount is transferred. Okay, so all accounts start with a balance of 0. If it receives money, it would get into positive. If it gets transferred, it gets into negative. So what we have to do is we have to find a solution to report the name and balance of the users which are having a balance higher than 10,000. Okay, so the balance is nothing but it is equal to the sum of all amounts of all transactions which have been done over here, is nothing but the balance, the money that has received, the money that has been transferred, etc. We can return the result table in any order as mentioned over here. We have an example which states the user table and the transaction table over here as the input. Okay, so we have an account. Let's say the account number is 9,000, 90,001, 2, 3, and so on. Okay, and next is the name. Okay, which states Alice, Bob, and Charlie over here. So here is the account number and here is the names, and no name has been repeated twice in the whole table. Here we are having a transaction table into which we have transaction ID. We have the account number that is mentioned from the users table. We have the amount and the transaction date on which the amount was transacted. So in the output, what we want is the balance, okay, the balance that has been calculated by adding or subtracting the amount over here. The total balance should be greater than 11,000. Okay. So for Alice, we can check for Alice, we have this account number 900001. Okay. It has three of them. Okay. So first, what has been done is it received 7,000. Again, it received 7,000 because it is positive. So total becomes 14,000. And out of 14,000, 3,000 were transferred, so it has been indicated by a negative mark that 3,000 was transferred. Okay, so out of 14,000, 3,000 gets subtracted, which states 11,000. Okay, and what we were to find is a balance which is higher than 10,000. So Alice got a balance of 11,000, which is greater than 10,000. So here the calculation is also given that Alice balance is 7,000 plus 7,000 because it received money twice of 7,000 and deducted 3,000 from that. Okay, so over here, the Bob's balance is only 1000 rupees. That is, it has just a single transaction that has received 1000 over here. And for the same, we can go for the third account numbers, which states as 6000 plus 6000, which goes 12,000, okay, which is about 10,000. But it also deducts 4,000, so it makes it 8, so it doesn't satisfy a condition. So only Alice is shown in the output. So I hope you understood the question very well and what output do we require over here. Okay, so for doing this, what we are going to use is we are going to apply joins over here. Okay, because we have to get the values of both of the table over here that is present. So what we are going to do is nothing but first of all get our tables which we want to show over here. We want the name. Is name present over here? Yes, name is present in the users tables. What is the balance? There is no column named as balance. It's nothing but the amount which has been calculated and renamed as balance. So what are we going to do is we are going to select for users table we are keeping the alias as u, and for transaction we would be keeping as t. Okay, so what are we going to do is we are going to take the user, no, not users, sorry, we are going to take the name. Okay, so we are going to take the name from the users table. Now next is the balance. Now how do we get the balance? We would get the balance by adding all the amount from the transaction table. So on in the transaction table we have to add the amount and rename the column as balance. Okay, so yeah, we got the table names over here, and from the table users we are going to get this and we are going to perform join over here. Okay, so we have a transaction, it's alias is t. Okay, and we are going to check that the user's account, okay, is equal to the transaction account. Okay, so if this account, that is 90001, is going to match the value in my transaction table. Okay, so if I get this value, I have to just group by. So when I just group by username, okay, so according to the username I would get the value of this amount into this and it will get the sum of the whole table. I have another filter that I have to get only the balance which is greater than 10,000. Is it 10,000? Yeah. Okay. So when we run the code, we'll just check that are we facing any issues? I don't think so. Yeah. So our test case has been accepted over here. And we'll just again have a look at our query. We have selected the username. Okay. As we wanted in our output, we got the username. We got the balance over here, but in the balance what we have done is we have sum up the total amount which is present in the transaction table. Okay, so we have applied a join over here into which we are going to check the account name and account number from this and this. If both matches, then we have applied the group by over on the name so that we can group by the amount over here by summing up and then checking that is the balance greater than 10,000 at the end. Okay, so if the balance is greater than 10,000, then only just show me, otherwise it would show me all the data over here. Okay, so I just wanted one value or maybe more values which just satisfies these condition over here. See, our test cases have been accepted for the samples that has been provided over here. Now we'll just submit and evaluate all of them properly so that all the hidden test cases are also evaluated. So our test case have been accepted for the particular description that has been provided for this problem. So this was quite an easy problem. I hope you have understood. If you have any doubt, you can let me know in the comment section below, and make sure you are with me throughout the whole series and practicing SQL questions on a day-to-day basis. If you have any doubt, you can just let me know in the comments. Any suggestions are also highly appreciated. If you like the video, make sure you hit the like button and share it with all your friends and colleagues too. And Make sure you have subscribed to my channel, also the notification bell, so that you never miss any update when I'm daily uploading the video for you. So I'll see you guys in the next lecture with another fun problem. Till then, take care. Bye bye.